Teenager dies in state custody.
You failed on purpose. Y'all should have been there, and they weren't.
With very few answers from state officials, 8 on Your Side is turning to a state lawmaker.
The program had been closed down. The provider had lost their contract.
I'm investigator Brittany Muller with a criminal investigation that's now underway.
Good evening, I'm Stacy Scheibel.
And I'm Keith Kate. Thank you for joining us tonight. Are children in state care at risk? 10 days after we reported on the death of a teenage girl while in state custody in Hillsborough County, a U.S. Senate report is raising concerns.
Deaths, including the one locally at Lake Academy, have advocates calling for more oversight. 8 on Your Side's Brittany Muller joins us now live with some big developments.
Stacey Keith, the 2-year Senate investigation accuses companies of putting profit over children's well-being. And a major update to our story tonight. In the 3 weeks since Zakiria Bell's death, a criminal investigation has been launched, and the state has ended its contract with the local provider who ran Lake Academy. As each day passes, Zakiria Bell's death is still a mystery. And what happened?
That's what we want to know.
The 17-year-old girl died on May 29th at Lake Academy, a state-owned facility in Tampa. It's sites like this one that are entrusted to care for our most vulnerable youth.
We don't know what happened. We don't know how it happened. We do know that she is not suicidal. What we also know is that she is and come from a family full of love. 8 on Your Side has now learned the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office has launched a criminal investigation into Zakiria's death. It comes as the Department of Juvenile Justice shut down the site.
I did get to talk to Secretary Hall.
With very few answers from state officials, I sat down with State Representative Diane Hart.
And he informed me that the program had been closed down, that the provider had lost their contract.
That provider is TrueCore Behavioral Solutions. As of this week, the DJJ says it terminated TrueCore's $31.5 million contract for Lake Academy. TrueCore has not responded to my numerous requests for information.
But meanwhile, they're working on ensuring that they get all the kids in safe places so that this does not happen again.
Zakiria's death is sparking concerns about what happens inside centers like Lake Academy. According to a U.S. Senate Finance Committee report, a 2-year investigation documents maltreatment and violations, in some cases leading to deaths. While TrueCore was not among the companies named in this report, the investigation found residential treatment centers run by some of America's largest behavioral health companies are putting kids at risk of sexual abuse, physical restraint, over-medication, all while frequently operating understaffed.
I wish I could say I found it shocking, but I didn't. The message, though, that I would like to send children who find themselves in these facilities is that they have rights and that they need to talk to a trusted adult.
Managing attorney Heather Tager of the L. David Scheer Children's Law Center says 10% of their clients are kids in treatment centers. She hears about the horrors firsthand. Are you seeing these types of issues with your own clients?
I have, unfortunately. I have seen children on many different psychotropic medications without a proper review. And I hate to say it, but I really think it just becomes big business. It's economics, unfortunately. It's picking money over a child's welfare.
Bottom line, this report argues that treatment centers are putting profits ahead of children's safety. In some cases, facilities receive over $1,200 per day per child from Medicaid.
I mean, if all this money is being thrown at these treatment centers, we need to know, does it work?
If it's not working, then Tager believes funding needs to be shifted to quality services, supports, and prevention. She says what's happening is not acceptable.
And until we look at the root cause, we're just going to be putting a Band-Aid on these issues. We're not going to solve anything.
But while the Senate report did not mention TrueCore, Zakiria Bell's family feels the state failed her by placing her in the company's care.
She's still a child, and she deserves more respect, better care.
When I asked the Department of Children and Families about Zakiria Bell's death, the agency told me it conducts investigations concerning all allegations of abuse, neglect, or abandonment, but would not comment further.
So, Brittany, what do we know about that contractor, TrueCore?
Well, state records show TrueCore was first established in Virginia in 1996, but is now headquartered in Tampa. The state first contracted with TrueCore to operate Lake Academy in 2022. That $31 million contract was through 2027, but obviously state officials have made the decision to terminate it early. And as I mentioned, we have not yet heard back from TrueCore despite our repeated request for information.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. And if you have something you'd like Brittany to investigate, you can call the 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.